block that time for White, but he get it, rebound, pull it out, get into one of your steady ball handlers' hands. This time it goes into Thompson's hand. Thompson probably the best free throw shooter on this team, shooting 77%.
So Thompson at the line. He scored 64 points for the Howard team the last 3 games. Came in averaging 13 points a contest. Last 3 games, he's averaged 21 points per game. DeLoach and Hampton with 4 fouls for Norfolk. Meanwhile, Thompson at the free throw line.
So we wonder if Anthony Evans will try to go a little bit offense for defense and make sure one of those guys is in the ball game. DeLoach is going to stay in the ball game.
And he hits a pair of free throws, and it's a 10-point lead for Howard, 67-57.
Got to become efficient in your half-court offense now for Norfolk State.
As he shuffled his feet once again. Yeah, he did. It was a little slow on the whistle, but he shuffled his feet. Look at the foul trouble for Norfolk State. 2 players in DeLoach and Hampton with 4 fouls. Mars, Pauline, and Dorset Jeffries with 3 fouls each. So they're going to have to be very careful. Still a lot of time, though, in a 10-point ball game with 4:43 to go. After today, Howard University will go home to face a pair of Florida schools, FAMU and Bethune-Cookman. Turnover. Kirkpatrick couldn't handle it. They almost had a backcourt 10-second violation. And Thompson had to quickly get the ball into the front court, and in doing so, threw it a little bit too high for Kirkpatrick to handle. Norfolk State, in the meantime, will hit the road after this one against Winston-Salem, and then they go to Orangeburg to face South Carolina State before coming home to take on the Spartans, make the Morgan State Bears. Curtis White.
Why does the ball end up in his hands and he makes a play? Huh? He's just a smart player.
Yeah.
Not flashy, just efficient.
And a foul is going to be whistled this time inside, and that's going to send Norfolk State's Rob Hampton to the free throw line.
Probably real quick before we get out of this ball game, just want to send out our condolences and thoughts to Coach James Wilhelmy, the assistant coach at Howard. He lost his brother, Charles Davis Jr., this weekend, and he didn't make the trip here. He's up in Wisconsin watching, and all the Howard family want to wish their best to him, he and his family, and we want to do the same thing to Coach Wilhelmy.
Yes, indeed. At the free throw line is Hampton. First one's good. Don't forget to log on to Facebook today. Search ESPNU. Become a fan. Post your best college basketball photos and comments. Show us your school pride on ESPNU Facebook. Well, we talked about Howard's schedule, non-conference schedule. Norfolk State's schedule wasn't an easy one. They opened the season against Baylor.
Yeah.
You know, and then they played Maine. They beat Maine. They were at Iona, Illinois State, St. Bonaventure, Southeast Missouri State. They played at James Madison. North Carolina A&T, they lost that one in overtime. That was here. And they were at Jacksonville State, Texas El Paso. I mean, so they both have played some pretty tough non-conference schedule.
You know, with 2 of those games when we're home. So again, this is welcome. They got to take care of home court right now.
That
soft rim.
Yeah. And now steal. Here's Curtis White with the ball.
Pauline's got to come meet that pass. Didn't expect White to come up in there and steal that. Stripped him clean. Now, if you're Norfolk, you've got to get a little fear factor going. You got to play with a sense of urgency because, again, I just don't know if you've got enough possessions left in this ball game.
O'Quinn picks up his 4th personal foul.
The 2010 MEAC basketball tournament is turning up the heat in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, March 8th through the 13th at Lawrence Joel Veterans Memorial Coliseum. Come out and see great Division I basketball action coupled with exciting show-stopping entertainment, activities, and events. Tickets available now at MEAC institutions, the Joel Coliseum box office, all Ticketmaster outlets, and online at MEACHoops.com. For more information, call 757-416-7100. MEAC basketball, turning up the heat.
You cut, rip, and tear, but your brownies never turn out square. Need a hand? Now there's Perfect Brownie Pan, the new non-stick way to bake, slice, and serve perfect brownies. Just pour in your batter, insert the divider, and bake. Yum! 18 chocolatey brownies sliced all at once. And look, the bottom and sides separate, so anytime it goes on this rack, Perfect Brownie becomes the sweetest party serving tray. This patent-pending design bakes each brownie separately, so they're moist inside and chewy outside. Holidays, anniversaries, or barbecues, just bake, slice, and serve. Plus, it's dishwasher safe. Perfect Brownie Pan comes with the gooey and chewy recipe guide for only $19.95. You'll also receive these decorative stencils to make festive treats free. You get the complete Perfect Brownie Pan, 10 stencils, and recipe guide for only $19.95.
To order Perfect Brownie for $19.95 plus additional processing and handling, call 1-800-213-2115. That's 1-800-213-2115. Don't wait. Call now.
Starting a garden doesn't have to be backbreaking. Not when you have the Mantis Tiller Cultivator. The Mantis Tiller weighs about 20 pounds. 3 convenient power options spin the patented tines deep into the soil. They're actually guaranteed never to break. Order now and you'll receive free shipping and a free kickstand accessory. Use the Mantis for a full year, and if you're not delighted, return it for a prompt refund.
To find out more about Mantis, call 1-800-396-3535.
71-59 our score. 3:34 remaining in this contest. And this week, the MEAC announced its 2010 Hall of Fame inductees. 5 people going in. Ricky Anderson, football from South Carolina State, 77 MEAC Football Player of the Year. Of course, a wide receiver from Florida A&M, Jockway Nunley. Ira Smith, a batting champion from Maryland Eastern Shore. Ted White, quarterback from Howard University. And Ed Hill, the a long time, I should say, over 2 decades. There he is. Over 2 decades, sports information director at Howard University. Congratulations to all 5 of those gentlemen. They'll be inducted on Friday, February 12th at the MC Benton Junior Convention Center as part of the MEAC tournament down in Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
And Hill's one of the best in the business, isn't he?
Oh, he is.
Isn't that great? You got Hall of Famers on both sides of the court. You got Charlie Hill on one side, Ed Hill on the other one. What do Hall of Famers talk about? When you guys get together in secret meetings, what do y'all talk about? MEAC Hall of Fame.
I can't tell you.
You can't tell me. That's why I got to stay around long enough to be in the MEAC Hall of Fame. So, you know, just because. What are y'all talking about? You can't tell me a little bit.
No, not yet.
Okay. All right. Charlie, of course, goes in last year. Congratulations again on that.
Thank you.
And Ed Hill in another great class this year. That's at the MEAC tournament this year, March. That's going to be fun.
13-point lead once again for Howard University. They've led by as many as 14 in the game. At halftime, they only led it by 1, 34-33. But they've stretched that lead to 13 now with 3:28 to go. Deloach going to the free throw line. Michael Deloach with 16 points for his team. And men's college basketball continues Saturday in the Big East. And at 2 p.m. Eastern, Marquette takes on Syracuse. Then at 4, UMass against Baylor. Men's college basketball, ESPNU and ESPNU HD on Saturday. Stan Luter, Charlie Neal here, 72-59 as Deloach misses free throws. That's unusual for him, not characteristic of a man who shoots 67%, even though the team has not done a great job, and this one is going to go against O'Quinn.
Quinn was upset about the fact that in the ball fake, Thompson kind of lowered his shoulder and threw a little bit of a shoulder into him. But the problem was O'Quinn went up in the air. When he loses his foot position, he's got to come down. He comes down on top of him. So that's where the foul was actually called for.
Actually, that's his 3rd personal foul. Norfolk 11 of 19 at the free throw line. Howard 13 of 22. Neither team has set any kind of records shooting free throws. It's a good thing they had other things going for them, like 3-point shots.
Exactly. We said buyer beware before this game really got going. Neither team shoots free throws particularly well. Howard shoots 60%. Norfolk State shoots 63%.
Right now at the free throw line is Calvin Thompson. He started off on fire, and right now he has 19 points for his